Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Dalal Street Week Ahead program sponsored by Delta.exchange. Last week, the Nifty has fallen about 300 points. The Bank Nifty has fallen about 900 points. But every day, the Bank Nifty has been making more than 600 point move. Nifty also has been very volatile. So the last entire week was hugely volatile, mainly because of US banking crisis. It started with Silicon Valley Bank, then Signature Bank, and First Republic Bank, then Credit Suisse. So one by one, so there's a hell lot of problems are going on. This banking crisis is the second largest banking crisis in US after 2008 Lehman Brothers collapse. Now, whether the markets will crash like 2008? Surely no. Why? Because in 2008, US people had no clue what will happen if Lehman Brothers collapses. But now they have experience of 2008. So I don't think that they will allow any bigger banks to collapse. The second thing, the Lehman Brothers was a very big bank, whereas now the problems are not with the bigger banks, the problems are with smaller banks. Of course, many small banks put together can also be as good as a big bank. So now the US regulators are better equipped to handle this crisis. But markets may not fall like 2008, even half of that or 1/4 of it falling also is considered as a very big problem for us. Indian markets are already fragile, and so this US banking crisis adding fuel to the fire. And remember, this quarter from January to March, March is still not over, but the last 2.5 months, 3 months, Indian stock market is the worst performing stock market in the world. As per Bloomberg analysis, Indian market cap, there's a loss of 11%. Whereas the only other major market which was negative was only Canada, that is less than 1%. So the rest all markets are having a positive market cap. So that shows how bearish we are, how different we are. And now on the way down, we seems to be decoupling from global markets. So things are getting very bad. We will analyze that later. On Friday, there was a huge short covering in our market in the last 1 hour. But as soon as our market closed, within half an hour, SGX Nifty trades with 100-150 point down. So that shows the volatility in our market. Not only here, even in US also. In US, on Friday, the First Republic Bank has fallen 33%. On Thursday, it went up because other bigger banks have put in $30 billion in deposits. And Friday, it is falling 33%. Why? And now the people say, though $30 billion has come to First Republic Bank, but they may have to pay higher interest rate for these $30 billion because the current interest rates are much higher. So, whatever it is, the global banking crisis is still there, and that has to settle down, and our markets are distinctly negative and bearish. So, definitely this is time to be cautious with Indian markets. Do not know why Reliance is falling like this. Reliance is hitting 52-week low on a day-to-day basis for the last 1 week. Crude oil has fallen from around $90 to about $72. So that's about 20% fall in crude. So probably Reliance is one of the largest refineries in the world. Not one of the largest, I think the largest. So that may be one of the reasons why Reliance is underperforming. But still, Reliance is not only the commodity player now, they have retail, they have telecom, but this kind of underperformance is very surprising. So basically, if you look at the Nifty, the major portion is banks, IT and Reliance. Now, IT has been very bad and Reliance has been very bad. Now the banking crisis, banks are also bad. So the markets are likely to be under pressure. So coming back to next week, so the important event to watch is Fed event. So excuse me. So the Fed event, Fed is likely to raise interest rate by 25 basis point, but because of this banking crisis, they may even choose to pass the rate high. So that is a possibility. So Fed event is a very important event, but that will be only on Wednesday night. We will be reacting to it only on Thursday. Over the weekend, there was some news that reportedly Warren Buffett is talking to US regulators. But the statement says only this. So whether Warren Buffett is likely to take some stake in some of the troubled banks, so that is a question. So if there is any material in this news, then the markets may react positively on Monday morning. But we do not know what is going on behind the curtains. The news has come just only this. Warren Buffett reportedly in contact with US regulators. So this US banking crisis, will have to settle down. So until then, our markets are going to be volatile. So there are no important events this week except the US Fed event. And looking at the open interest, I already told you it's 17,000. Straddle is having the highest open interest. And surprisingly, on Friday, in weekly options, 17,000 Straddle, people have shifted to 17,100 Straddle. So anyway, if you are talking about the support and resistance, so first we talk about the support. Support, I've been talking many times that 16,750 to 16,800. That's because the lowest point on September 30 was 16,750. So that last year September low. And after hitting that low of 16,750, the markets rallied more than 2,000 points. So therefore, the great support should come. And Fibonacci retracement, 50% retracement is around 17,000. So, but that is breaking frequently and markets are volatile, struggling around that. So the strong support is around 16,750. Then where is the resistance? The last time the swing low, that was on February 28th, I think. So the February 28th swing low was 17,255. Let us say 17,250. So that was broken decisively. The markets have fallen. So once markets break a support decisively, that support become a resistance for the next leg. So for the coming week, the support is 16,750 on the downside and 17,250 on the higher side. So which is a very narrow range of about 500 points. But within this range, market can be very volatile. If 17,250 is crossed on the higher side, so that is time to take some kind of a bullish bet. And if 16,750 is broken on the downside, even the long-term trend will become more bearish. So that is a support and resistance. And if you are looking at the broader picture, in September, Nifty hit a low of 16,750. Following 2 months, rallied more than 2,000 points. And then from December, we started correcting. So December, January, February, March. So these 4 months was a correction month. And all the 4 months, there was a huge fall on a monthly basis. I checked last 20-year data, 22 years data. the Nifty has never fallen for more than 4 months continuously. So we are falling for the 4th month, and in fact the 4th month, as and when the 4th month candle was very big, means the 4th month fall was very big, uniformly the 5th month markets rallied. So let us see whether the history repeats this time. So therefore, if 17,250 is crossed, I'll be taking some bullish bets for April series. So I won't be, because of course March series there are only 9 more trading sessions, so there's not much time left. We'll be taking positions in April. So all this only if the Nifty is not breaking 16,750 on the downside. So let us hope for best, and our markets have been highly volatile and highly underperforming. So this huge underperformance may lead to a bigger rally if there is some positive news. But right now, no positive news is visible. But what was more surprising last week, the Adani stocks have stabilized. So it is only the other stocks which are not stabilizing. So that was very, very surprising. Okay, so let us see next week where the market goes, and but definitely it is time to be cautious. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.